caught a vibe. Baby, are you coming for the ride? I just wanna look into your eyes.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Amara and I am a yoga teacher based in Dubai. And welcome back to my channel and welcome to this weekly vlog. It has been so long since we caught up and I actually got to the stage where I was really missing vlogging. So I'm very, very happy to be back and just to really catch up with you guys. I actually have just finished and closed a vlog that I tried to film a few weeks ago. And I've decided that I'm still going to share it because some of the stuff in there is really, really good, but I never finished it. So I've just actually finished it. It is now Monday and oh my goodness, where to even begin with catching up? It has been quite a few weeks since I've come on to chat and I've actually been moving through the ups and downs of life. I think I've been saying that for a little while on this channel. But with that being said, one of my main intentions for June has been around self-care because I feel like I wasn't really taking care of myself when things were so busy. And I think that's what a lot of people will say to you, that oh, I'm really good at taking care of myself unless things get stressful or things get busy, and the first thing that goes out the door is self-care. And I think I definitely fell into that, and so I have actually been spending this month just taking the time to really prioritize self-care, and I thought that it would be really nice to take you guys along with me this week for I guess a self-care week in my life, but it's also just a work week in my life. As I said, today is Monday, so for today I taught my 7:30 a.m. class, and usually after that I would sit down and get straight into work, which again is actually part of some of the things I've been doing for self-care. I'm going to share some of the things that I've been doing, but one of the biggest priorities and the biggest things that I've been doing for my self-care and for my energetic hygiene and just feeling my best has been really prioritizing my personal yoga practice, which I always have done, but more so going to classes and allowing the space to be held for me. And this has been so crucial for me over the past few weeks. It's really felt like an anchor. I feel like I am just falling even deeper in love with my yoga practice as well, so that it's just been such a gift. It's felt so good. So with that being said, I actually went to a class once I finished teaching at 10 a.m. I then went to a class for myself, which was really, really lovely, and just feels so good. It feels so good. So yeah, other than that, I have spent some time uploading a class to YouTube for you guys to enjoy. So I will actually, maybe I'll put a little card for it. I don't really know how to do cards, but if I figure it out, I'll put a little card for it. If not, it's in the description below. But yes, the plan for this week is, to be honest, it's a pretty regular week within my, I guess, working week. There's a little bit more on than usual, if I'm honest. I've got a few more one-to-one calls and things like that. But in terms of my studio classes, they're pretty much normal, which is great. And it means that I have that little bit more time to prioritize self-care. And I'm going to be kind of taking you through the two sides of self-care. The first side being what I needed more before I needed the getting the hair done and getting my nails done and having a pamper. What I needed most was a real like gritty, not as fun self-care, and what that really looks like for me, I'm finding it on my phone because I wrote a list for it. What that has really looked like for me over the past couple of weeks is, first things first, kind of having a little bit more, grit, as I said. So for me, it's been getting the work done, even when it doesn't feel the most inspired. And that was definitely a rut I was kind of falling into, where I didn't feel the most inspired, I didn't feel my best, and I always like to share from my best. But the reality was, the more I didn't then do my work and film my classes and whatever it might be, the more behind I got, the lower the energy got, right? The less inspired I felt because the job felt bigger. So just getting it done and knowing that sometimes done is better than perfect has definitely been really, really helpful. And I have such a high standard for perfection. This is one of my things that I'm constantly working on healing, is this perfectionism. And I know that for me, when I feel like something isn't amazing or it isn't as good as I'd want it to be, most people don't even notice. Like, it's something only within me, and it could literally, most of the time, it's something as simple as like the energy just didn't feel right, which, whilst I do think that you can feel it, it's such a small thing and it's so personal to me that actually what was more important for everyone was me getting the work done. And this is not fluffy, this is not the nice fun side of self-care, but it was really, really important. Another thing is that personal practice, but also like dragging myself to my personal practice and my classes and booking those classes even when my body wasn't feeling its best. And obviously when I'm on my cycle and things, I have a little bit more graciousness there, but I've been really treating movement as a form of energetic cleansing, and knowing that when you move your body, you have the ability to really release any energy you're holding in the body, which I so desperately needed. And honestly, some of my most profound shifts in energy, like physical shifts that I can feel, have come from yoga classes. And it doesn't mean that I need to be my strongest or my most flexible. I just need to step on the mat. So that's been a real priority, and just being really present when my body maybe doesn't feel like it's performing its best as well. I've also been doing non-negotiables, which I'm going to take you through, but just having like pure discipline towards those and really harnessing this concept of tapas. So tapas within yoga philosophy is discipline, it's fiery determination. And I've been really working on building this within myself. It's not something that I necessarily lost. I'm usually a very focused and determined person, but it's something that I've had to exercise even more because tapas is harder when you don't feel motivated, right? That's why it exists. Also just tackling life admin tasks. I've had a lot of life admin tasks to do. It's going to become very clear why very, very soon, next couple of weeks. But yeah, I've also actually been spending some time having what I call a life audit. So sitting down and seeing where I am spending energy, or I am taking energy, or consuming energy that is actually not serving my highest. So whether that be through what I'm eating, is what I'm eating nourishing my highest? Is where I'm giving my energy to, the stresses, the thoughts, the even just the work, is it actually serving my highest? And switching some things around when I felt like it wasn't. And the last one is practicing delayed gratification, which I don't love this. It's not my favorite thing. It's definitely not the one for me, but I've needed to do this and really sit with the fact that, you know what, this doesn't feel nice right now, but it's going to feel amazing later. And this is going to serve you so much more later on. So yeah, delayed gratification, it's not fun. It's not glamorous. It's not sparkly. It's not cute, but it is really, really important. And for me right now, it's something that I'm really exercising. So yeah, that is a little bit along the more strict self-care and more admin-y self-care bits that I've been doing. But with that being said, I really want to take you along for my week ahead. So plans for the week is I've got a few classes booked. I have got my usual clients, my students, anything else. I've got a corporate this week too, and then a little bit of self-care bits put in. I think I've put in my diary to go to the beach on Friday morning because I find that very, very healing and cleansing too. And I just want to kind of show you all of the bits that I've collected over the past month to help me feel my best. So with that being said, it's now Monday evening. My plan for the evening is actually to buy myself a new book on my Kindle and switch off. Something I'm really trying on doing is not dragging out work longer than it needs to be dragged out. Like, I could sit on my laptop for another hour or so doing jobs that don't really need to be done right now. And actually what that means is that's just taking time away from when I could be really nourishing myself. That was the life audit moment. So I am gonna buy a new book. I'm gonna make myself a really nice, healthy dinner. I think we're gonna have a vegetarian curry. I am vegetarian, but anyway, we won't even get into that. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And then I will check in again with you in the morning and take you along for my Tuesday. Hello guys, it is now Tuesday. It's a little bit later in the sort of afternoon, evening. I actually, as you will have seen, I did Pilates this morning. I did my kind of morning self-care routine, which included like journaling and pulling cards and all of that jazz before teaching my 11 a.m. class. And then since then I have just been getting on with admin. To be honest, I've got a lot of admin to get on with, so I just kind of needed to motor on with it for the afternoon. But I am actually now just heading to a class for myself, so I thought I would bring you guys along with me because this is kind of marking the end of my work day, so I think it'll be really, really nice. So let's get going, because otherwise I am going to be late because I need to get petrol before. Morning guys, my camera is literally fogging up because it is so humid out here, my goodness. Dubai summer is another level, but it is Thursday morning. I'm so sorry, it keeps getting foggier and foggier. It will be short and sweet. It is Thursday morning and I am just headed off for my weekly self-practice. I look like I'm walking through a cloud. This is a class that I've actually really made a priority recently, so I'm very excited. I'm definitely a bit of a regular, but it's just the perfect class to really push me. But yeah, it's the perfect class to really push me within my personal practice. It's a dynamic vinyasa level 2 to 3, so you can only imagine just what I'm in for, but very much looking forward to it. And if I don't leave now, I'm going to be late, so let's get going. Hello guys, I am just popping on to finish this vlog because I forgot to finish it. I'm gonna make that a bit of an intention to stop forgetting to end the vlogs, but with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed this vlog and beginning to chat just a little bit about self-care. I know within this week in particular, I spent a lot of time within my own personal practice, which is something that is so important to me, but also spent a lot of time getting work done and things like that. So yes, that was a bit of an introductory self-care vlog, and I can say it's now a week or so later from that vlog, and I do feel so much better. Getting into those like self-care routines whilst in the moment they feel hard when you're out of them honestly have the power to shift so much energy. So just feel the need to say that, put that out there. With that being said, it is now July, and I just wanted to say that there are so many classes pending to come here. There's also I've got an announcement I need to share. There's just some nice, interesting, fun videos on their way, some more vlogs. I'm also doing a video a little bit about the truth about the yoga industry, and I guess like info for new teachers thinking if they want to start a career in yoga. So I'm excited for that video as well. So if you aren't already subscribed, come and subscribe. And I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for bearing with my vlogs being a little bit up and down. And this is my little, I guess, reminder to you that self-care is the most important thing. Like, when we are at our lowest, the only thing that will pull us to that higher vibration is the self-care. So you are so unbelievably worthy, and it gets to be fun as well as just really getting everything you need to done. So I'm sending you so much love. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me for this bit of a self-care week. If you're enjoying these self-care vibes, they will also be continuing within my next couple of vlogs too. Sending you loads of love, and I will see you guys in our next video together. Bye guys.